World War I? Well, that was pretty bad. But World War II? It's the reason we know how the world ends today. But I'm not gonna tell you what happened in World War II. We just covered the First World War. Give me a break, man. Come on, let's touch some grass. Psst. Hey kid, this painting is called The March on Rome, my most prized museum exhibit, because this is where the story of World War II begins. Take a closer look. Come on, don't be shy. Hey. Bye-bye! Historically Facts, Part 18. Oh my god, are you okay? My name is Italian Jojo Oliver. What's your name? What a nice name. Anyway, bad time to jump out of a painting, buddy. Things ain't how they used to be around here in 1922. Let me explain. Turns out, the Great War really wasn't that great. And specifically Italy, after the First World War, was in a rough shape. They joined the First World War because they were promised all these juicy lands if they did so. But turns out Britain and France kinda lied to us Italians. At the Treaty of Versailles, the agreement that ended the war, we only received a teeny tiny amount of what was promised to us, which made the winners not at all feel like winners. Some of the local Marios wrote it off as a minor nuisance, but the Luigis? Those Italian nationalists took the betrayal to heart and felt humiliated by the Entente powers, to the point they called their victory in World War I Vittoria Mutilata, a mutilated victory. Might sound a bit extreme or childish, but it kinda made sense that they were this butthurt. They sank their whole economy, all their men and trade into the First World War effort, because they thought they would be heavily rewarded for it. But when they didn't get all of that land, all they were left with was hyperinflation, a whole lot of debt, and a couple dead husbands. By the way, get off the floor, man. Look around you, amico mio. Unemployment, political instability, factories occupied by unions. Things around here are going heavily downhill. And I guess what's going to happen any second now is the reason that magical painting brought you to specifically 1922. Even though the big war is not going to happen for another 17 years. See that fat guy? No, the one without the hat. That is Benito Mussolini. Once a socialist and anti-war guy, during the First World War, he felt the war was actually necessary, so Italy could become stronger. So he became a pro-war guy, which was highly unpopular among the socialists. So he got thrown out of the group. That's it, I'm starting my own thing. And he did. It's called fascism. A word your modern politics seems loaded with, yet most people don't even know what it truly is. Also, why is your Twitter called X now? Nani? Dude, I hate to be like this, but I have to tell you about the sponsor of this video. Happy birthday, America! 250 years old already, huh? Well, that calls for a pretty massive celebration. And what better place to celebrate than in World of Warships? The game is currently running its special 250th US anniversary event, where players can battle through history, command iconic American warships, and unlock exclusive anniversary content inspired by the events that shaped the nation. And just look at it! The visuals are gorgeous, featuring highly detailed ships, realistic water effects, dynamic weather, and battlefields inspired by real-world locations. Whether you prefer destroyers, cruisers, battleships, aircraft carriers, or submarines, there is a playstyle for everyone. And best of all, it's completely free to play. During the event, you will progress through a unique historical journey, unlocking artwork, stories, commemorative rewards, and special anniversary content simply by playing battles. It's a fun way to experience naval history while blowing up enemy ships, which is obviously the most important part. And if you are